Every year, thousands of people disappear without a trace. Most are eventually found, but some cases remain unsolved for decades, leaving behind nothing but questions. Today, we're counting down 5 of the most mysterious disappearances that still puzzle investigators to this day. That's what we'll now with Lost Secrets. Let's begin. Number 5. The Flannan Isles Lighthouse Keepers. In December 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers were stationed on the remote Flannan Isles, located off the coast of Scotland. Their job was simple: keep the lighthouse operating and ensure passing ships stayed safe. Everything seemed normal until supply ships noticed something strange. The lighthouse had gone dark. When a relief crew finally arrived, they expected to find the keepers waiting. Instead, they found an eerie silence. The main gate was locked. The beds were neatly made. Half-eaten food remained on the table. One chair had been knocked over, as if someone had stood up in a hurry. Most of the waterproof jackets were hanging inside the building, except for one that appeared to be missing. This suggested that at least one man may have gone outside without proper protection. The lighthouse clock had stopped, but the most chilling discovery was that the 3 men had completely vanished. Search teams carefully explored the entire island. They found no bodies, no footprints, and no signs of a struggle. It was as if the keepers had simply disappeared into thin air. Some experts believe a massive wave may have swept them into the sea while they were checking equipment near the cliffs. Others think they may have tried to rescue one another after someone fell. Over the years, more mysterious theories appeared, including secret operations, unknown attackers, or even paranormal explanations. More than a century later, no one knows exactly what happened on that lonely island. The disappearance of the Flannan Isles lighthouse keepers remains one of Scotland's greatest unsolved mysteries. Number 4. D.B. Cooper Inn. 1971, a man using the name D.B. Cooper boarded a plane in the United States carrying only a briefcase. Shortly after takeoff, he calmly told a flight attendant that he had a bomb and demanded $200,000 and 4 parachutes. After the money was delivered, Cooper released all the passengers. As the plane flew through heavy rain at night, he opened the rear staircase and jumped into the darkness with the cash. Despite one of the largest FBI investigations in history, Cooper was never found. Only a small amount of the ransom money was discovered years later near a river. His true identity and fate remain one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. Number 3. The Lost Colony of Roanoke Inn. 1587, more than 100 English settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, hoping to build a new colony in North America. A few months later, their governor returned to England to gather supplies. Because of war, he couldn't return for nearly 3 years. When he finally came back, the colony was completely abandoned. There were no bodies, no signs of a battle, and no evidence of where the settlers had gone. The only clue was the word Croatoan carved into a wooden post. Some historians believe the settlers joined a nearby Native American tribe to survive. Others think they died from disease or starvation. But with no solid evidence, no one knows what really happened. More than 400 years later, the lost colony of Roanoke remains one of history's greatest unsolved disappearances. Number 2. Amelia Earhart Inn. 1937, Amelia Earhart, one of the world's most famous pilots, attempted to become the first woman to fly around the world. Along with her navigator, Fred Noonan, she departed on the final stage of the journey across the Pacific Ocean. Just hours before reaching their destination, radio contact suddenly became weak. Amelia reported that they were running low on fuel and couldn't locate the small island where they were supposed to land. Then, the transmission stopped forever. A massive search involving ships and aircraft covered thousands of square kilometers. But no trace of Amelia, Fred, or their plane was ever found with certainty. Many theories have been suggested over the years, but the true fate of Amelia Earhart remains one of aviation's greatest unsolved mysteries. Number 1. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 on. March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 took off with 239 people on board, heading from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. Less than an hour after departure, the aircraft suddenly disappeared from radar. Even more mysteriously, investigators later discovered that the plane had changed direction before, vanishing over the Indian Ocean. An international search involving dozens of countries became one of the largest and most expensive in aviation history. Over the years, only a few pieces of debris believed to belong to the aircraft washed up on distant shores. But the main wreckage has never been found, and no one knows exactly what happened to the plane or the people on board. More than a decade later, Flight MH370 remains the greatest aviation mystery of the modern era. These mysterious disappearances continue to raise questions that may never be answered. Which case do you think is the most mysterious? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible mysteries.